Grainworks, Hell is Real, or Hell is Real. Nice pun. Hey, it's Brain Muffin back with a beer review, and here we have a Grainworks. I think this is my first beer review of any of their stuff. I've been to their brewery. It's been several years ago. So it's Grainworks Brewing Company voted 2023's Cincinnati's favorite beer. So it has a billboard. It's the Hell is Real. This is a billboard that was on 71, I think, toward Columbus. I can't remember if you were going toward Columbus or coming back to Cincinnati, is where it is. So, yeah, 75 goes to 8. I think it was on 71. And so it's a Helles-style lager. So Helles is German for light, as in light in color. So I'm expecting a very pale, or sometimes you get a very bright yellow, but a yellowy flavor. This is your typical, and it should be clear. Usually these are clear. Sometimes they can be a little cloudy if they're a Hefeweizen type Helles beer, but usually not. And then they've done a pun essentially with the Helles, where hell is, and there we go. So Cincinnati's favorite beer. So I'm hoping that this is a lot better than the Helles lager that I tried from, that was the Joe Pay or Pay Joe or whatever the heck that crap was called. That it had a Bengals-esque thing. I don't think it was a real, you know, like a Bengals style. You know, it was just kind of stylistically similar to the Bengals colors. I don't think they're exact, but I don't know. So this one's pretty much straight out of the fridge, other than a little bit to clean off the can and set up the camera a little bit. But it's the kind of yellow I expect. It's a little paler than I was thinking. A little more golden is what I tend to expect. But since it was a German-style beer, I thought I would use my German-style mug. This is the Eichbaum, which I don't think I've ever had. I need to see if I can get some of that. That'd be awesome. So it has the nice, clean aroma that you'd expect from a Helles lager. Now, typically these are light in color, but they're not necessarily light in alcohol. So this one is, I know I shouldn't scratch my nose. So this is brewed in collaboration with Norden. I guess I should read the whole thing. So Norden, N-O-R-D-E-N, supports group, Norden supports group. Okay. This Munich-style German lager has a rich, bready malt character balanced by a mild Bavarian hops bite with a refreshing finish. And that's usually what happens. This is the kind of beer that in Bavaria, in the south of Germany, they consider liquid bread. And then they have a wheatier beer, as I recall. Sorry, the carbonation got to my nose. That they have in the wintertime, and it's also higher in alcohol content. And then you have the dark lagers. Of course, you have Oktoberfest and the various Märzen beers. Oktoberfest being at the beginning of the brewing season, and the Märzen beers being at the end. Let's see, what would be Springfest? Oberstfest, something like Oberts. I can't remember what spring is. It's OB something. Anyway, but these are typically the type of beers that you want to enjoy with really fatty meat, sausage and the like. You're thick, especially in the south. So in the southern Germany, you're going to get goulash soup that's going to be a little spicy, not too much, but it's still heavy. You get these heavy breads and you get these heavy, fatty, you know, well, then some are breaded, like Wiener Schnitzel is breaded. Now that's, I know it's Vienna, Austria, but it's south of that. So you have the Bavarian area kind of influenced by the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. It's where the paprika comes in. In my understanding, paprika is one of those interesting plants that in essentially the southeast of the empire, in Hungary, they plant it and it gives a spicy, it has flavor, but it's hot. You sometimes see hot Hungarian paprika, and then when they plant it in Austria, out of the Alps in the hills there, it's on the central to southeast, let's say southeast part of Austria. The soil's different. I don't remember what's different about it. It's been 20 plus years since I heard this, and I never looked it up. But it has the same flavor, but it's not hot. So that is really good. I actually like that. Now, I am not a huge fan despite my very deep and rich German heritage, of the Helles lagers, probably because the American version of this tends to be garbage. And it is extremely rare to find a good version of this, even in a craft brewer. Especially if a brewery is usually making ales, the lager just tastes, it doesn't taste like a lager, it just tastes like an ale someone, it's secondary at 50 degrees or 40 degrees. In my home brewing experience, I have made very, very few lagers because they're tough to do. You really have to have a refrigerator and some other stuff. But to do your secondary, I made a dark lager many years ago. It was very good though. And that thing I had it in, I think I threw it away. I had this keg. Never thought I was moving back here. And but now, I mean, I've been here a little over a year and I've done nothing because I've been a lazy bum. But I really have got to get busy. And I keep saying that in video after video. But that's very good. I can see why in a German town such as Cincinnati, but I have to admit, I like Warsteiner much better than this, but that is technically a German beer. But for an American version of a German Helles lager, this is one of the better ones I've had. It's kind of like Sam Adams Oktoberfest is pretty good. It varies year to year, and I've had some better ones in Germany, so I don't know how they won a few years ago, but they did. They won the Munich Oktoberfest best beer. But I could definitely see having the heavy breads and mustards and the sausage and then this just kind of rinsing your palate and going on with your meal. It doesn't get in your way. I was looking for the alcohol content. That's how I found that other thing, but I don't see it anywhere. And it might be under this sticker from Jungle Gems here with the price. I don't know why they do that. They relabel everything and as opposed to just scan it. But anyway, there we go with independent, and here come the dogs because they know that cheese is coming. So, you know, I do these and they get cheese. I don't have any string cheese, but I do have mozzarella, so they don't really know the difference. So, yep, see, you even heard me say string cheese. I know, Dozy, we'll do it in a minute. So, this is an 8 out of 10 for me. It's a 4 out of 5. I've had some better Helles lagers, very few, most of them German. And in the States, though, if I would say, hey, an American version, maybe this is a 5 out of 5 for in America. You know, Cincinnati has a deep German and Irish history. And I'll give you one guess where most of my, except one line that's from Scotland that I know of, although somewhere, one of the sites said I had I don't know, like a 5th times great-grandmother from Wales. Because that was what I was following, and all of a sudden, one branch went into Scotland, the other, and all of a sudden everything was in Welsh. And it looked like perhaps Welsh because, you know, 17 G's in a row. So I copy-pasted a few place names into a map, and it was in Wales. And then in Scotland, it ended up at Edward III, his daughter, that line, of Scotland, King of Scotland. But most of it's German and Irish. I think there's a little bit of English in there too. But anyway. But no, what I like about it, has a nice clean, yeah, you definitely get that breadiness. You can really kind of taste that breadiness. It has a very clean finish. I'm not really getting any hops. With it cold, I would expect that bitterness to be there, but I'm not really picking up much at all, which is fine. This is what this beer is for. So solid 4 out of 5, 8 out of 10, however you want to look at it. Definitely a heck of a lot better than that other one I had from whatever, West Side, whatever. I don't even remember where that one was. It's a brewery I've never been to. But anyway, so there you go. Thank you very much. Is there other beers in Cincinnati you want to see me review? I do still have family in Cincinnati. I can still get a hold of stuff. I just got to know what you want to see. Thank you very much. Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you. Goodbye. That's a good question. If I did that at 60 and then edited at 30, would it be slow, or did it just chop out the frames? I need to... I haven't watched one of Brian's videos in a long, long time. Shoot, I did not clean.